everyone. I am so excited to have with me today Florence Condidorio, who is the author of the book How We Grow. Florence, what was your inspiration for writing this book?
Well, as years went by and we progressed through our lives, many people have said to me, "You've done a lot of things, your family has done a lot of things. Um, why don't you write a book about it so that other people could be inspired by it?" And I thought about it for years and prayed about it. And it was funny when my brother died. It just came to me that it was time God was saying, write the book. And that's how it happened to evolve.
Oh, I love that. Can you tell us a little bit about your book?
Yes, it starts when I'm 5 years old. I had polio and I had to go to a rehab center quite a few miles away from my home. And I was away from my family for 6 months. They didn't have a car. And it was very traumatic. And it starts at that point in time. It goes on through my childhood with my four siblings. Then we, then we, my husband and I met. He was 15, and I was 16, and the story becomes a story of our friendship, our marriage, and our having our first 9 children in 12 years after we got married. Then all of the excitement of that, trying to raise 10 children. My husband went to college after we had 3 children, and he worked one job, full time job, and a part time job to support our family. I did a daycare in my home for many years, which we loved. Then we went into uh, the kids got older, they were teenagers, and were kind of saying, "We don't want to come home to these kids, little kids, all the time." So I said to my husband, maybe I should go to college, get a degree, and to help with the finances in that way. So he encouraged me, and I went to college, had a 10th child while I was in college. And then I was hired at the School for the Blind uh, as Dean of Students when I graduated. And it evolved from there. I worked there for 20 years, had an impact on the school and the children. I loved the job. Uh, Never hated going into work. Uh, my husband and I did many little side jobs. I would uh, do parties for toys, parties for clothes, Avon products. My husband would do sold knives at one point in time, to support 10 children. It was necessary because we wanted to have our children. Talked about building the first house to accommodate the 10 children. And it just describes the process in the book. And then when we downsized, we built another house. And you know, to downsize that, we ended up never living alone with all of our children until we came to the independent living where we are now. My husband, at the time when I wrote the book, we were, I was 89. My husband was 88. Today I'm 91. He's 90. We have a wonderful life here. Most of our children are very close to us. And that's
Wow, what a beautiful story about your life and the challenges and all of the good times and the ups and downs. That's so special. Is there anything else you want to share about yourself or your book or the message behind your book?
Well, I had oftentimes had health issues because of the polio and post polio. Uh, but the ups and downs of raising a family are in the book. And I hope it encourages people to push ahead with their lives, knowing that it can happen. You can make it happen.
Well, that sounds like such a special book, Florence. For anyone who's interested in getting a copy of Florence's book, it's Florence Condidorio, How We Grow. And you can find it on barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com, and Apple Books, just to name a few. Thank you so much for joining us today, Florence.
Thank you for interviewing me. I really appreciate it.